Friday the 29th sees you starting strong by discovering you replied all to Tanya's baby shower invite with under no circumstances. Honestly, fair play. Mars retrograde is rearranging your inbox like a toddler with building blocks. Your Doomoscope animal today is a giraffe pretending they can reach the top shelf of your ambition. By lunchtime, you'll be locked in a passive-aggressive standoff with Declan over the last oat milk latte. You'll both pretend you don't want it while internally drafting strongly worded emails. Your persuasive powers are currently operating at the level of a chocolate teapot, so avoid asking Brenda for that raise. Prepare for a meeting where you pitch 7 ideas, Brenda politely bins 6, and Priya nicks the 7th, only for Lewis to champion it as his own. Sigh. The evening brings a valiant attempt at relaxing, which involves trying to bake that complicated sourdough you saw on TikTok and setting off the smoke alarm at precisely 7:17 p.m. The neighbors definitely needed waking up anyway. If you refresh your emails one more time, you will not summon romance, you will summon the IT department. Advice: embrace the chaos. Your unfinished projects need a strongly worded email of their own. Your desk situation is less organized chaos and more archaeological dig. Experts believe that stain dates back to the Christmas party. Before Friday's out, you'll realize you've been wearing odd socks all day. The cosmos whispers sweet nothings directly into Gavin's ear. Apparently, Mercury's working overtime. Gavin now suspects you're communicating via interpretive dance during meetings. 20 minutes will be spent denying any knowledge of mime, while simultaneously Googling can interpretive dance be considered a threat. As evening descends, the moon suggests skipping the gym. Netflix asks, are you still watching? That continue watching section contains more true crime than actual vegetables. Instead, recreate that tick-tock of the dog doing the conga. 2 hours later, Denise will find you asleep, draped in fairy lights, clutching a remote and half a packet of cheese and onion crisps. Your self-restraint ran away to join the circus years ago. Mercury suggests you call it personal growth, which is generous considering the evidence. Advice: you're a creature of habit. Just try wearing matching socks occasionally. Today, Friday the 29th of May, starts with Gemini firing off a tweet containing more typos than actual words. Your commute involves missing the bus because you were hypnotized by Darren's intensely boring conversation about stamp collecting. Venus is sulking because you liked Ricky's holiday photos before hers. By lunchtime, you will have accidentally forwarded a chain email about the dangers of dihydrogen monoxide, and then loudly denied all knowledge. Mars retrograde is currently delivering your inbox a special offer for extended car warranty you'll ignore. Your Doomscope animal today is a troll living under bridges of conversation, with a memory shorter than a tick-tock dance challenge. This evening, Jason will call to ask about Nadine's party, and you'll claim you are washing your hair. Again. But let's be honest, you're going to spend 4 hours reorganizing your spice rack in alphabetical order. And then alphabetizing the herbs. By evening, even Saturn is watching your choices like a neighbor twitching the curtains. Advice: stop knowing things. It's unsettling. As Cancer's alarm delivers its 6th rendition of Tranquility Base, tranquil it is not, they remain horizontal, questioning if that career aptitude test in Year 9 was rigged. Your brain. A dodgy internet browser permanently stuck on buffering. On Friday, the 29th of May, Mars in retrograde is holding Derek from accounts personally responsible for his PowerPoint presentation about blue sky thinking. Prepare for an ambush near the water cooler at precisely 2:47 p.m., more thrilling than watching paint dry. Venus is giving you the silent treatment because you're still fuming about Pauline's Secret Santa contribution, a book entitled How to Declutter Your Mind. Cheeky cow. Tonight, the celestial bigwigs demand pizza and a rewatch of that Gavin and Stacey episode. Cancer will cocoon themselves in a weighted blanket, essential, while drafting, but never sending, a scathing email to Malcolm. This absolutely will not descend into Googling passive-aggressive resignation letters. Cancer, the cosmos has added a small admin fee to your chaos today, payable in dignity. Advice: stop holding grudges, Cancer, you'll get wrinkles. This Friday the 29th of May, your entrance onto the bus was less grand arrival, more bag wrestling a public service vehicle. Your Doomoscope animal today is a chipmunk hoarding snacks for emotional support, which, let's be honest, is just good planning. This morning, Mars retrograde is personally victimizing your inbox. You're CCing Claudia on emails that should be private serenades to your own ego. It's all a bit much, even for you. This afternoon, that billboard design featuring Dave's face now has a rogue apostrophe celebrating his patience. Nobody will notice but you, 47 times, and each time you will quietly seethe. Jordan keeps asking if you have main character syndrome. The cheek. Speaking of things that need work, that dating app profile needs another photo. Surely there's a filter subtle enough to make you look only slightly more regal than you actually are. Tonight, ditching Harriet's pottery class and ordering pizza is not self-care, it's a cosmic imperative. If you refresh your messages one more time, you will not summon love, you will summon carpal tunnel. Your energy levels will plummet rapidly after 8 p.m., leaving you somewhere between a startled meerkat and a wet tea towel. Advice: stop practicing your Oscar acceptance speech in the mirror. The cat's judging you. This is the one. Friday the 29th of May is off to a cracking start for you, Virgo. Mercury's decided to moonwalk through your emails, meaning that urgent spreadsheet landed in Nigel's inbox with the subject line "I heart Diane because predictive text is having a day." At work this afternoon, expect Roger to buttonhole you about the semiotics of biscuit selection in the office tea room. While you're silently screaming, Sheila will ask you to proofread her PowerPoint. Resist the urge to suggest she use a different font. Any font. Venus is currently ignoring you because, let's face it, your sock drawer is more organized than her entire life. This evening, your quick tidy will somehow involve meticulously categorizing your cheese graters by size and hole density, naturally, which will segue neatly into pondering whether it's more efficient to load the dishwasher from left to right or vice versa. Virgo, your Spotify playlists reveal more about you than your diary ever could. Advice: stop organizing your anxieties. Just have a biscuit. Friday the 29th of May, Libra, prepare for a day that starts like a toddler tantrum. Venus is still tutting about that birthday invite reply you mentally composed in late 2021, but never actually sent. Seriously, 2020 ONE? Your doomscope animal today is a sphinx asking questions they don't know the answers to, much like interrogating Adele about her weekend, only to zone out mid-sentence. Misplaced everything is the day's theme: keys, phone, even your willpower. Where are those keys? Check the fridge. Logic has popped out for milk and won't be back for a week. Mars retrograde is stirring up the group chat. Prepare for Connor's relentless stream of ideas, messages, punctuated by way too many emojis. Tonight, the choice is Netflix or sleep. A new series whispers sweet nothings around 8:17 p.m., but you'll be snoring gently by 8:26 p.m. Then, at 3 a.m., BAM, wide awake, convinced the butler did it. Tomorrow brings a re-watch with the comprehension of a goldfish. Just like when you spend 25 minutes meticulously arranging biscuits on a plate for Tracy, only to eat them all yourself 5 minutes later. Advice: embrace the chaos. Your Instagram grid can wait. This Friday the 29th of May, your plan to swan out of work at 5:03 p.m. precisely is ambitious. Mars retrograde is currently throwing paperclips into your inbox. Expect 17 emails marked urgent, each regarding Dominic's insistence that the office fridge is sentient. Honestly, Victoria's about to discover the full extent of your passive aggression regarding that stolen yogurt. Venus isn't talking to her, and you're making up for it by gently inquiring if she's seen your stapler, last spotted around December 12th. Liam's considering earplugs. Tonight, the universe suggests staying in to alphabetically organize your spice rack. One innocent search on YouTube leads to a documentary on the history of egg cups. Before you know it, it's 3:17 a.m. and you're drafting a strongly worded letter to the Antiques Roadshow about the collectability of vintage ceramic chickens. No, Scorpio. Absolutely not. Your Deliveroo order history screams louder than your actual personality. Mercury suggests you call it personal growth, which is generous considering the evidence. Advice: never trust a person who doesn't like biscuits. Friday the 29th of May, Sagittarius, you've performed more thumb aerobics on your phone this morning than an Olympic athlete. That email from Trevor could have waited, couldn't it? It's practically performance art avoiding small talk about the weather with your neighbor. Mercury's decided to reroute your bus, via Narnia. Don't blame the traffic, blame your inability to set an alarm. At work, Venus is clearly on annual leave because that hilarious meme you emailed Wendy bombed hard. Zara's eyebrow could cut glass. Prepare for a 3:17 p.m. brainstorm where you'll suggest a company's class. Ollie's already drafted his resignation letter. Stuart just spat out his cuppa. Your doomscope animal today is a dodo making extinct decisions, with less self-awareness than a toddler in a tiara. Tonight, despite vowing to eat kale and quinoa, you'll order enough pizza to feed a rugby team. You'll call it mindfulness, but we both know it's just an intervention with extra cheese. Advice: never ask a question if you aren't prepared for the answer. Capricorn trips headfirst into Friday the 29th of May, resembling less a dignified mountain goat and more a startled meerkat trying to parallel park. You'll spend 23 minutes searching for your glasses, despite them already perched precariously on your head. Maureen from accounts will have a good chuckle. Your afternoon unfolds like an episode of Holmes Under the Hammer where everything goes wrong. That meeting with Kenneth about blue sky thinking ends with you accidentally replying all to Sandra, simply saying, "Has anyone actually met Kenneth?" Your concentration levels will be lower than a limbo dancer. Later, Deborah will find you attempting to barter with the vending machine using a biro. Tonight's wind down involves a heroic attempt at self-care that goes as smoothly as trying to fold a fitted sheet. You spend 38 minutes scrolling Rightmove, convinced you'll buy a castle in Scotland, then another 20 scrolling TikTok. Capricorn, your Amazon delivery history reveals more about you than you'd like to admit. You will call it retail therapy, but it is really just procrastination with faster shipping. Advice: put the instruction manual down, Capricorn. Your postcode is showing. This Friday, Aquarius, rising and shining sounds optimistic. More like rising and reaching for the snooze button 6 times. Brain fog so thick you'll need a foghorn. Expect to walk into things, narrowly avoiding a collision with Inz's succulent which, let's face it, probably deserves it. Midday and Venus is staging a full-blown walkout. This naturally leads to you mansplaining the intricacies of Dogecoin to Kevin, who is just trying to heat up his shepherd's pie. His polite nods are purely to avoid prolonging the conversation, FYI. Your Doomscope object today is a Blockbuster Video loyalty card. About as useful as your opinions on pineapple pizza at a vegan convention. Evenings are when you truly thrive. Tonight, expect a solo kitchen disco fueled by forgotten 80s power ballads. Then, precisely at 10:53 p.m., an overwhelming urge to alphabetize your spice rack will strike, swiftly abandoned for a TikTok deep dive into competitive ferret agility. Your dating app profile remains untouched, mainly because explaining your obsession with artisanal cheese on a first date would require a PowerPoint presentation. Charming. Advice: stop fighting it, love. It's who you are. Today, Friday the 29th of May, Pisces, that third coffee had you buzzing like a broken fridge. Blame Uranus. Your commute involved a pigeon narrowly avoiding your windscreen and the chilling realization you're wearing slippers. Again. Venus is staging a sit-down protest over your Amazon history. At precisely 2:47 p.m., Nadia will ask for your opinion on Felix's new haircut, and you'll accidentally say he looks like a startled guinea pig. Your superpower: spotting bargains in Aldi that you absolutely don't need. It's a gift. This evening, the stars suggest you abandon all responsibility and binge-watch that documentary about competitive dog grooming. Rupert won't notice you've bailed on darts night. Netflix understands you better. The cosmos suggests 12 cocktail sausages constitutes a balanced meal. Embrace the comfort. Just try not to weep openly when the poodle loses. Maeve is filming you for TikTok. Your dating profile is currently needs a strong cup of tea and a lie down. Advice: stop pretending you have any control over your life. The universe is secretly taking notes.